Welcome again, students, to this video lecture, that is letter writing. We have stopped for a while on the slide of subject. Okay, so next slide is a subject. What is mentioned in the element of letter, that is subject? It gives a preview of the main content of the letter. It puts in nutshell the whole body of the letter in just 3 words or in a single sentence. Often it looks like a topical sentence. Okay, then when you apply for a job, the subject can be simply application for the post of program manager, uh, and application for the assistant professor, application for the post of deputy manager, and so on. Means in this single sentence the core element of the letter is understood. Okay, that's why subject is mentioned in job application letter, or it is beneficial for us to mention the subject. Okay, so attention line, it is a optional. And what is the importance of this attention line? We may focus, or we may want to know the person who should pay his or her attention to that line. That's why this attention line is mentioned. Okay, it is, as it is may helps in easily sort out and sending the email directly to the concerned person. That's why attention line is mentioned. Then see here the example is given. Attention line, attention the sales manager, means the sales manager should look after that letter. Attention Mr. SK Gupta, this SK Gupta should look after that letter. And attention Mr. Ramesh Kumar, in charge water supply. Okay, so these persons must see the letter preferably. That is the meaning of that attention line. And salutation, in what way salutation we mention here, it is called here greetings. Okay, so see, honorable sir, respected sir, dear madam, dear subscriber, my dear sir. Then dear Mr. Ashwin Kumar, dear Mr. Kumar, and at last my dearest Ashwin and Ashwin. Then what is the ranking of this salutation? It is given here formal. Hmm? Dear Mr. Gupta. Now see here, from formal to informal, and for informal to intimate level. According to that, the presentation is given here of the salutation. Okay, so honorable sir, respected sir, this is at the formal level. Again, dear subscriber, my dear sir, dear Ashwin, dear my dear Ashwin, dearest Ashwin, this is the informal. And my dearest Ashwin and Ashwin, it comes to the intimate level. Okay, then salutation. See here, as it was mentioned in the previous slide, salutations are pleasant greetings. It shows whether the relationship here hierarchical, equal, friendly, intimate, formal, business like, etc. Honorable sir, madam is used for somebody superior like the justice, the chief minister, or very important person. And respected sir, madam, this salutation used to dignified higher authority. Okay, then dear sir, madam is the commonly as accepted salutation. And look at the given example and see how it moves from a formal level to an informal one, and then to an intimate level. Okay, this is the level given here. Dear sir, my dear sir, this is the formal. Then dear Mr. Ashwin, dear Ashwin, my dear Ashwin, it comes to the informal one. And then dearest Ashwin, my dearest Ashwin, and Ashwin, it comes to the intimate level. Then see here body of the letter. This is the one of the elements of business letter writing. Okay, so body of the letter comprises introductory paragraph, information surrounding the purpose, and polite closing and conclusion. Okay, according to the purpose of the letter, that information is mentioned in 3 paragraphs. Now see, body of message comprises the 3 divisions. First paragraph comprises introduction and statement of the purpose. Middle paragraph includes details and other information surrounding the purpose. So here we, in first paragraph we mention the purpose, and in middle paragraph we expand that purpose, and in final paragraph there is a polite closing, expressions of appreciation for assistance even if in advance, and or statement of follow-up intention or expected actions. For example, we mention in the third paragraph that we hope that, or I hope that you will definitely call me for the interview, or you will give me the chance, so thank you. In this way we mention in the third paragraph. Okay, then complementary clause. Now keep in mind that the salutation and complementary clause are interdependent. Okay, so what is complementary clause? Courteous cautious leave taking, a polite way of ending a letter, and typed two space below the last line of the body of the letter. The clause must agree with the salutation. Okay, the clause must agree with the salutation means whatever you mention in the salutation, accordingly we should mention the complementary clause. For example, if you mention sir at the beginning of the letter as a salutation, then accordingly we should mention yours faithfully, respectfully, obediently at the end of the letter. If you mention dear sir or madam, you may mention yours faithfully. Dear Mr. Nigam, then you may simply mention yours sincerely. Hmm? And neutral and widely accepted closing is that sincerely and cordially. Okay. Now see here how we should mention the complementary clause. Yours sincerely, yours cordially, yours faithfully, but not it is mentioned in this way. We should avoid that. Yours sincerely, this apostrophe is not mentioned there. The signature, sign name of the writer. Oh yes, obviously when you end the letter, you mention your signature, and this is the format given here. You may get the idea instantly. Causally, the name of the person, and signature, and at the end name of the person. And here designation is given, senior executive, delegated authority by the power of attorney, in this way. Hmm. Then identification marks. Okay, means sometimes we dictate the information and someone compose that or someone type that. This is mentioned here. Okay, letter dictated by T.R. Murli and typed by Mrs. Leela Gupta, and this is written in this way, TRM T.R. Murli. Okay, dictation given by that person, and LG means Leela Gupta who typed that letter. Enclosure, any document attached to the letter, that is called here enclosure, and this is the method to write. Okay, if the document attached are important, they are specified in this way. Enclosure, MOU dated as September 1st September 2010, and SBI check number K4876 for September 2010. Then copy notation indicates the person who is receiving a courtesy carbon copy or photocopy. That is CC courtesy copy, SK Khanna, and photocopy Julie Andrew. Okay, so these things we mentioned here. The need for writing business letter or effective letters or elements of business letter, three basic layouts and elements of business letter in detail. So I hope that you might have got the whole details about the uh, business letter writing. Okay, again there are so many formats available on net. You may surf and adopt which is applicable to you, but nowadays block format is used in business letter. Okay, thank you so much. Let us stop here.